Remember, the profit that we're describing here is economic profit. And in fact, any time we say profit for the remainder of the class, we'll be thinking about economic profit rather than accounting profit. Positive economic profit means that we're doing better in this business than we could in our next best alternative. We're producing not just enough money to cover our opportunity costs, but more money than that. And so that's going to mean that we're really happy being in this business, in the sense of we're earning more than we could in our alternative businesses or alternative employment or whatever our next best alternative is. In the short run, this is going to be great, but think about what's going to happen over time. Over time, new competitors are going to start to come in and compete with us. See, if we're making a profit, we would anticipate that other people are going to be able to see that. They're going to see that this business we're in is profitable and that they should start to enter that business as well. So think about what happens as new people start to enter that business. This blue curve, this blue line is our demand curve for our firm when we've been making a lot of profit. But now new firms start to come in and compete with us. Well, we could think of this in two ways. One, there's going to be more competition now, and so at any given price, we're going to sell less. So that then makes our demand curve be lower than it was before. We'll sell either less at the same price, or you could think about the quantity that we sell being less at the same price. Either one of those is fine. But also, now our product is going to be a little bit less special. With more competitors, we would anticipate that our customers will have an easier time switching. And so that's also going to result in our demand curve being less steep than it was before, flatter than it was before. That is, more elastic. With more competition, we anticipate customers being more sensitive to the price than they were before, and hence we get a more elastic demand curve. We'd see the opposite take place if firms were exiting this market. So imagine now that this market is unprofitable, that firms in this market are not typically making an economic profit, they're not even making zero economic profit, they're doing worse than that. Well, as that happens, we'd anticipate that new firms would start to exit this market. What happens as firms exit the market? Well, two things. There's less competition, and so we have a more inelastic demand curve, but also with fewer options for the customers, more of them will choose us, and so we'll be able to sell a greater quantity at the same price. So then that'll mean that our demand curve is higher with a steeper slope than it was before.